So I welcome you to the webinar, which is organized by the EU Horizon Europe Policy Answer project. So this is our 15th webinar, and I'm going to moderate it. My name is Sanja Damjanovic. I'm working now at GSI Helmholtz Center for Heavy Ion Research in Darmstadt, Germany. So our speaker today is Branka Žižić, EIT Community Officer from Montenegro, and her title is EIT Communities as Drivers of EU-wide Research Innovation Integration. So the agenda is such that after this my short welcome, Branka will deliver her presentation in 20 or 25 minutes, and then we will follow with discussion. We have time until 4 o'clock. So I just want here to highlight some of our past webinars and the topics which are chosen are digital transformation, health policy, green transition, and instruments like EU missions, European partnerships, but also smart specialization strategy. So as I mentioned, Branka is our speaker today. Thank you, Branka, very much for accepting this invitation. And now I will stop to share the screen and I give the floor to you.
Thank you very much, Sanja. Thank you for inviting me for this presentation. I will then start to share what I have prepared. Just a second. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So for this webinar, I want, the title of my presentation is EIT Communities as Drivers of EU-wide R&I Integration. So I wanted to share with you, first of all, something about the EIT and the EIT communities, and then also indicate how the EIT and integration with the EIT can support your progression with the wider integration with the European research and innovation activities. And just for the beginning, to be reminded what is the EIT, because some people might not know it yet. So the European Institute of Innovation and Technology is an EU body which brings together leading organizations from business, education, and research in the so-called knowledge triangle, where all these exchanges between research, businesses, and education are facilitated, and these different actors are brought together to work on global challenges through innovation. So when we talk about EIT, we talk also about their innovation communities, which encompass a really diverse spectrum of actors, from companies, universities, and higher education institutions, research centers, but also public sector like cities, regions, and also civil society sector, NGOs. And actually the role of these EIT communities is to orchestrate these partnerships, like to really manage them and to help them connect faster, connect more effectively, connect better. And I also mentioned that recently that EIT was created on the model of the MIT in the US, and the EIT would like to do in the European landscape the thing which MIT and the American universities are doing in their landscape. So EIT knowledge and innovation communities, you can see this landscape here. Now currently we have 10 of them. The first one started to be established in 2010. This is Climate Kick. And the last one, which has recently been announced, is the EIT Water. We are all very excited that EIT is also going to start to work on water topics. Other ones you can see: digital, energy, health, raw materials, food, manufacturing, urban mobility, culture, and creativity. Just to give you an example, because it would be too much to go into each of the kicks, but you can see the example of the EIT Food. So you have a number of research centers and non-profits, you have a number of universities, and then you have also a large number of companies, which can be either corporates, but even small and medium-sized enterprises that find their interest to be partners in the communities. So the EIT has done quite a lot in these 15 years. It has over 70 hubs across Europe, so it is quite well locally presented. It has around 2,500 leading partners. It supported a lot of ventures around Europe, practically at each corner of Europe. The valuation of EIT's supported startups is 71 billion, and these startups have raised more than 9.5 additional euros additional investments. One big and important part of the EIT is their education and training programs. So it's 880,000 learners trained from some kind of online trainings and non-labeled trainings to the master and PhD EIT degrees. And then it has, of course, a lot of new products and services which are brought to the market. So within this knowledge triangle and among these partners, EIT works on education and skills. It works on innovation projects between universities, research organizations, and businesses. And also it works on business creation. So all these three pillars of action of the EIT are practically equally important and very well developed within these communities. Also, EIT is part of a Horizon Europe program. So it is in this pillar 3, which is called Innovative Europe. Here we have European Innovation Council, the famous EIC, then European Innovation Ecosystems. This is a special line of supporting innovation ecosystems around Europe with different projects. And the EIT, which has its really own mode of operation, its own business model. I also wanted to share with you how the EIT is doing in the Western Balkans region, because we know that our region is pretty staggering when we talk about Horizon Europe participation. EIT has, these are data just for the last 4 years. The EIT has funded different projects, different initiatives with over 10 million euros, which is 0.6 of total EIT spent budget around Europe. This might not look a lot, but when we compare it with the Horizon Europe program, where Western Balkans have just 0.36% of total budget, we see that it is almost 2 times better here in the EIT. Also, what is really interesting that the EIT created and supported ventures are 2018 ventures supported in the Western Balkans, and here the percentage is significantly bigger, 2% of total. When we compare it, for example, with the main Horizon Europe instrument for supporting innovation, which is the EIC, we have only 11 innovative companies supported by EIC in the Western Balkan region, and they're practically all from Serbia. So we see that the EIT is actually more accessible and more approachable for ventures also from other countries, and it's supporting many more startups and innovative companies. We don't have too many partners in the knowledge and innovation communities, just some less than 50, and this is some opportunity for the region. 11 new innovations were launched by EIT-backed ventures, and we have a really large number of participants from the Western Balkan region in the EIT education and training activities. this is 5% of total. So if we take that Western Balkan countries make around 3.5% of the population, if we were integrated with the EU, we would be better off than the rest of the EU when we talk about education and training, and this is really like a very, very significant impact of EIT in the region. I want now to move to the local scale, because I would like to illustrate to you how the EIT operates, EIT hubs operate at the level of the country. I will give example, of course, of my country, Montenegro, but we have similar situations practically all across the region, and of course even much more around Europe. So the hubs of the EIT, they're actually in Montenegro supporting national efforts to improve access to Horizon Europe program in Montenegro. As I told you, we are not really having many projects in Horizon Europe, and we see EIT also as one type of lever how to improve that. And thanks to the Ministry of Education, Science and Innovation of Montenegro, which introduced one special scheme of funding, the EIT partnership fees are covered by this scheme since this year. So when one entity from Montenegro would like to join EIT communities as partner, the ministry financially supports this participation with 80% of the fee and up to 8,000 euros of yearly membership. This is like the most advanced way of participating in the EIT, to be a partner in the EIT community. There are, of course, other ways for the start which can be employed. The hubs usually have a memorandum of understanding with key innovation actors, and they try to cooperate with as many key actors as possible, so that they become an integral part of the national innovation ecosystem. And for example, also in the case of Montenegro, we have been included in the dialogue between the European Union and Montenegro on research and innovation, and also on the development of the smart specialization strategy, which is currently underway. I also wanted to show you how we operated and some things that we did in the past 2 years since our hub is existing in Montenegro. We had several flagship events, events which attracted quite a lot of attention and visitors, and also guests from around Europe, presenters from Europe and from Montenegro. So that we had this kind of physical contacts and meetings with local actors. Also, we were working on supporting and directing individual startups to different EIT programs, so that it was the first year starting to advertise it and to scout startups. So in the first year we did not have many results, but already in this year we had several startups which entered different EIT programs. And also we have one partner in culture and creativity, knowledge and innovation community, so that we now see that the word is spreading and the information is being more available, and the community itself starts to react to EIT and to recognize the benefits of participation. What is also interesting, as I told you before, EIT is also open for collaboration with the public sector, and thanks to one specific program of the EIT Urban Mobility, the city of Podgorica has joined this initiative to provide a specific challenge, which was then offered to European, Montenegrin and European startups to be solved. So that there was an open call. We had 19 startups around Europe which applied, and one Italian, actually it is an SME company, Tea Group, has got this tender and is now developing a solution for monitoring CO2 emission from traffic in the city, and thus it's supporting the city mission of climate neutral and smart cities that Podgorica joined the mission of the European Union. Yeah, so I would like also to tell you about this recent development that we are very, very happy about. As I told you, the EIT Water is the new knowledge and innovation community, which is launched now recently. We had results about the selection of the best consortium. And two entities of different type of entities, which is also very interesting, are members of this knowledge and innovation community from its establishment. So it is the Innovation Fund of Montenegro as the main funder of innovation, and the University of Montenegro, one center for underwater sensors. And this is like very, very, very exciting stage for us, because we hope that through participation in such a KIC, the Innovation Fund of Montenegro can really much more easily transfer knowledge on the ways to support specific water-related innovations in the country, can learn, can exchange experiences within this community, and can then also leverage the water innovation in our country. Also, Monusen, this center, they already have experience with EU programs. They have participated in several Horizon Europe projects, and this participation is also making significant landmark for them. When we talk about education and training activities, we have several types of these activities. One are institutional activities, because EIT is supporting, for example, higher education institutions in organizing specific trainings and capacity building for their staff and students in order to develop their entrepreneurial and innovation capacities and skills. So that we had the one project in the third cohort that was where University of Montenegro participated. And in this year, two new projects of higher education initiative were accepted, where key actors are two different universities from Montenegro. So that we are now also having these institutional trainings being developed. And also one very important initiative is Deep Tech Talent, where we had Montenegro Space Research as a partner, and they organized Deep Tech training in space exploration with their partners from the Western Balkan region. Also, when we talk about institutional capacity building, EIT has also contributed to this, because we were able to send our managers of some of the key institutions in Montenegro to some really impactful and deep dive programs, like Silicon Valley visit for the director of the Science and Technology Park. Also, manager of the music center was able to attend Creative Skills Week, then also the Infra Booster Government Executive Academy. These were all very, very deep dive programs which really make a difference for people who attend them. Also, we should not forget this individual capacity building, which is for which there are so many opportunities within EIT. EIT offers a lot of online trainings on their EIT campus. So please visit this really great learning space where you can find like really highly specific trainings on specific skills. And also you can get in touch through these trainings with your peers around Europe. You can be a member of these groups. And then there were also several EIT food fellowships. So these are 6 months or 12 months training programs in companies, in food companies around Europe. And we had several young people who have completed this. Also, we see some patterns, like some people who are really dedicated to their own education and training, and they're following one training after another, and really in such a way becoming recognized professionals in the country and abroad. So these are different programs, and we see that we had around 800 participants in these education and training activities in the past 4 years, with a really rapid increase in the past year. So that we are really very happy that the EIT programs are so well recognized. I also wanted to show you some examples of progression within EIT system, but not only within the EIT, but this is, I wanted to tell you that EIT is actually becoming an integral part also with national systems. And also there is a continuum from the EIT towards other EU innovation schemes. So, for example, when we talk about some regional examples, you can see, for example, Hashimoto innovation company from Montenegro. They started with the one EIT Health Innovation Lab program. This is a mentoring program. And then they progressed to EIT Digital Venture Incubation, and now they're in the portfolio of startups of the EIT Digital, or 28 Digital, the new name of this kick. And also, for example, BBIP from Montenegro. This is one also interesting example. They started with the national startup program, then they joined the EIT Jumpstarter, and they got second place in this program. Then they are progressing as now tenant of Science and Technology Park, and they are just becoming a strong member in our innovation ecosystem. Also, this Neopil from Serbia, they started with Jumpstarter, then they progressed to the following program, Jumpstarter Next, and we are just expecting further development from them. And how it can go, you can see also in this top example, Veg Food, which is from Turkey and Spain. And here you can see that, for example, they started with one program for empowering women in agriculture. Then they moved to a second program, Inspire, of the EIT Food. Then they joined the Jumpstarter program, which is one of the maybe best known pre-acceleration programs. Then they joined Seedbed Incubator of EIT Food. They placed 5 new products on the market. And now they are also moving towards the EIC, European Innovation Council schemes. And this is like a really very, very nice illustration how EIT and EIC are actually part of one continuum, and how EIT is having different types of programs for different development stages of the companies. And some companies really make good use of their opportunities. So there are a lot of information about EIT, as you probably imagine, because there are so many hubs, there are so many knowledge and innovation communities, there are so many programs. From trainings to different acceleration, pre-acceleration, acceleration programs, calls for innovation projects, and so on. So sometimes it is overwhelming to follow it all, but in general, I'm sure that you can find your way by following their social media, their pages, and navigating yourself through what is your interest and what are your needs. But of course, you can also rely on the hubs, the community hubs, which are set up around Europe to support your EIT journey. So, like in Montenegro, it's me working as a community hub officer, and also in different countries you have my colleagues. We also collaborate, we communicate. Sometimes we are connecting actors from our country with those from other countries, and we are really trying to make your way easier to operate on a European scale, not only on a national, but to be totally open for this European collaboration. So here also you have some links where you can find different opportunities and open calls. There is always something going on within EIT and different EIT kicks. You can see also our hubs, and of course EIT Campus is a really valuable digital platform for learning, where you can gain so much by joining this. And this would be all from my side for now. And I hope this presentation has spurred your interest to go deeper with the EIT and to explore different opportunities that this really a great network can provide to you on your journey in European R&I collaboration.